Okay, I think as we kind of hit the 5 minute mark here, I think I'll kind of get myself started. And for those who maybe missed a little, we can always send the recording. So my name is Kelly. I am from the customer support team. I think I've kind of connected with many of you here via email or call, but today I will be introducing our new feature, which has two names. So one is booking by invitation and one is specialist booking. The booking by invitation name we kind of wanted to open up to more users because some doctors they may be interested in this feature. So I'll be kind of introducing that today. And I guess I also wanted to let you guys know that we have a few Cortical members here today. And if you have any questions during the presentation here, we have the live chat down below out of the 5 options you have down there. And so you can feel free to ask any questions there, and one of our Cortical specialists can help you answer that the best they can. Perfect. Yeah. Amazing. Okay, and so how this kind of webinar is going to work today is I'm going to do a quick demo of what the feature is from the kind of healthcare provider's point of view and also the patient's view as well. And then at the very end, we'll have a Q&A session to kind of wrap things up. And if there's anything else we wanted to discuss as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen here. Okay. Oh, I think I'll just... There we go. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep, that works.
Okay, sounds good. Perfect. All right. So today I'll be introducing what the specialist booking or booking by invitation is. And as you may know, with specialist booking, clinics often have to call patients back and forth to book and confirm with their appointments, which can take a lot of valuable administration time and even just patient care time for MOAs. So Cortical has created this feature to automate this task by allowing your patients to book their specialist appointments online themselves. So this feature allows you to this feature allows you to send patients a unique booking link, which we'll create right here. And once that link is sent to them, they can only book during that specific time frame. And so after the provider receives a specialist referral and you have updated the referral to the patient's file, you can access this page by entering your clinic's URL, and then you will add /invite-patient-booking, and you'll be able to access this page here. Okay. And after all that prep work is done, uploading the referral to the patient's file, you will search the patient here, and this can be done by looking up their health card number or demographic number. So I'm going to go ahead and search by health card number. Search. Okay, perfect. So my file just pops up there. And then the next thing will be to look for the providers. So depending on how many specialists or which provider is under the specialist section, all the providers will be listed down here. So I'm going to go ahead and select neurologist doctor. And then the specialization will also auto-populate as well. And the next thing is whether this booking link, you want it to indicate if it's a new patient or a follow-up appointment. So if it's just a follow-up, you don't need to click on this button, but I'm going to go ahead and click this is a new patient. And then after that, we will have to set the booking range. So for the default booking range, this will be the earliest available slot all the way to um, up to 30 days. So that's going to be the booking range. And patients can only book just for that month range. But if for some reason, if you want your patients to book later than that, you don't want them to book too early, you'll just need to toggle here, set booking range, and this can be customized here. This time I'm just going to go with the default. And lastly, for the booking link expiry date, the default here is going to be 7 days. So once the booking link is sent out, the link is only active for 7 days. And once that is passed, then the patient can no longer book using that link. And if you like the link to be extended, this can be customized using the calendar here to select the date that you like the expiry date to be. Okay, and I'm just going to make sure that I've filled everything out, and I'm going to go ahead and add booking. Okay, so perfect. There'll also be a notification letting you know it has been added. And let's take a look here. Okay, so this one is the one that I've just added because the expiry date is February 2nd. Okay, and this page is called the Specialist Booking Dashboard. And here is where you'll be able to see all the specialist booking links that you've created. And you can also see the status here as well. And the last step that you have to take is just to send the booking link to the patient. And so you'll just simply click on this button here, email link to patient. And once again here, there'll be a notification letting you know that the link has been sent to the patient's email. Okay, so now I'm actually going to transition into kind of more of a patient's point of view and to see how they receive the booking link and how they will be booking using this link. So I'm going to navigate to my inbox here. Okay, so this is what the confirmation email looks like. They'll receive it as soon as you send the invite here. And I'm going to click on this button. And this will take me straight to the page where the patient will be booking the appointment. And this would look exactly the same as if they were to just book a regular appointment online. So they'll need to add their health card number, date of birth. Okay. And for the doctor, the neurologist will already be selected. And if they needed any forms or note, they can select that here. All that, contact information, perfect. Continue. Okay. And I'm just gonna select the phone call here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and select a date. 28th, 9:15. Just gonna update the vaccine. Okay, perfect. So that is the end, and the patient was able to successfully book using this link. And now I would like to go back to the dashboard, specialist dashboard, to see if I'm going to refresh the page. And perfect. So once the page is refreshed, you'll be able to see that the patient has booked for the specific day, and yeah, that is it. And you'll be able the booking will be reflected in the Oscar as well. And just like any other online booking, reminders will be sent as well. So that would be 7 days, 2 days, 1 day in advance. They'll receive a email reminder, and they'll also receive a 90-minute text message reminding them that they have an appointment that day as well. Okay. Okay, so that concludes the introduction of the specialist booking. Do we have any questions?
It would be great if in the chat box you'll see when you hover over there'll be some icons there. If you could let us know, thumbs up, thumbs down, what your thoughts are on this feature. Do you think it'll be useful for your practice? And if there's any changes or feedback, we'd love to hear from you as well. Well, great. If there's no more questions, again, feel free to message support. Kelly, myself, Clark, and the team are always there to support you. And if you have any questions on setting it up for your clinic, feel free to reach out. But thank you for your time today.
There is one. I think we're going to start using Zoom in the future just because it's more familiar. So apologize for the unfamiliar platform. Someone's asking if the times are preset. So it's going to use your regular Oscar schedule. In Kelly's example, she wants to have that patient book with a follow up with that neurologist or a initial consult actually. But you don't just want anyone booking that, right? The neurologist isn't a public booking resource. They have to have a referral. So the scenario would be you've received that referral and you're opening up that 30-day window where that patient's allowed to book directly into that neurologist schedule, if that makes sense. So it's the same as their schedule that you have in Oscar. It's going to let them book anytime that neurologist is working. And you can use all the regular Cortico tools to say, like, only in clinic visits, only during this particular time. So that's very flexible. You can control every aspect of what dates, just like any Cortico visit. And the next question is, it would be helpful to have the, or whoever it was from Sea-Watch, did that actually make sense? Did that answer the question about the booking, the times? I'm assuming it did. So Zach, Zach, you're here. It would be helpful to have the option to text patients the link to book the appointment, as oftentimes referring physicians do not, do not provide an email address. That's something where I'd love to talk to you a little more about getting the email address from the referring doctor more reliably, because that's the one thing that will make Cortico run really smoothly compared to if you don't have it. But that's good feedback. There are a lot of the things in Cortico you can do a text message, but this is a new feature and we haven't done that yet. So it's something, it's in the recording now, but if maybe someone else could take a quick note, I'll continue to the next one from Karen Dockrell. Can this be purchased as a unique add-on to any Oscar provider? So the feature is included with Cortico currently in the premium plan. And I think for now we're letting any Cortico user just use it because it's a new feature and we want feedback on it. So it's not something you have to buy separately. If you have Cortico, then it's included.
The duration of the appointment. I see.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. So, right. The durations, exactly. Kelly, do you want to give that a go? Or do you want me to?
Duration of, sorry if you can answer.
Yeah, it's a little complicated the way Oscar and Cortico interact with appointment durations sometimes, but generally what most people do for appointment durations is Oscar manages it. So in Oscar, you specify the appointment duration in your template code. So whatever time you kind of tell Oscar that maybe it's the N code for neurology, it's always 20 minutes. And then, right, I see what you're saying. So you want perhaps a new consult is 30 minutes, is that right? And a follow-up's 20? So in that case, you could have what you saw, there was a specialization drop down where Kelly was able to specify if the neurologist appointment there. You could have two versions of it that are different durations there. So that's the level where you can specify it. So if it's a new patient, you would send them the version that has the 30-minute. Yeah, so that's supported. We only have one here, but that would be the easy way to do it. Okay, I'm glad I got that answered. From Jerry Lou, is this only for virtual appointments, or can a patient book in-person visit as well? As you saw when the patient was booking, in Kelly's case, it's just like any cortical appointment where you have control of that. So Kelly's example, she was allowing the patient to book any appointment medium, phone, video, or in clinic, but you can specify that easily enough just by having in your Cortico config that you want to only allow in clinic. So yeah, absolutely. That's on a different settings page. Creating an invitation for Paps, would that be any different from a specialist? You're my favorite person, Samantha, today, because I've been suspecting that this should be used for any longer appointment where you don't want just any patient booking it, because you don't want anyone just being able to go in and grab a 20-minute appointment for that type of visit. So I think that's a great idea of how to use this feature. And I think and you're right, I would do exactly the same thing, where you just invite that patient for that specific type of visit, such that any patient can't go and get it. It's only when you authorize them and when you prompt them to do it. But it still saves you that effort of doing a phone call out to that patient. And Jordan from Kensington, over the last 3 months, has verified that he saves a huge amount of time this way, sending out these invites and tracking it online instead of having to play phone tag. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.